The next film poster I'll be analysing is This Is England. The first point I want to make is that this poster is also landscape. Like my previous analysis on Bullet Boy showed, is that just by having a different format, it's kind of really unique and different, and I automatically are kind of more drawn to the interesting layout of the poster. So again, I think I have made the decision through my analysis that I will be presenting my poster as a landscape poster, which will give it kind of a unique edge to it. The picture in this poster dominates the whole poster. It's a really powerful image because it shows key characters from the film, and just by seeing kind of how they're dressed, how they're kind of leant against the fence, we kind of automatically get an idea of what this film is going to portray, kind of the lives involved. And again, I just think it's a really powerful image, and it leaves a lot up to the kind of viewer, and it gets them thinking and wondering about how these characters will be presented and how they maybe fit in, or what the storylines could be. This ties into, again, the briefly shown estates in the background. There's not a lot of noise in the background of this poster, and I think that's a definite plus side. The main attention is on the foreground, and I think that's a really powerful feature. Just by showing a glimpse of the estate in the background, we immediately again kind of are reassured in our minds that we know what this is going to be about. We kind of get an idea about the storylines already. The awards shown at the top present kind of its success, which immediately is appealing for the viewer. The title is also presented really clearly. It kind of plays on the fact that this is England, as in the colours from the England kind of flag and things like that, which is really appealing again, and it will kind of get the viewers more interested, and they can kind of feel that they can associate with it because of these colours. And I think that's a really powerful kind of message, and subtle as well. Also, the slogan is a kind of, or the phrase is kind of above associated with the film. This is really powerful because it's like we read the title because it's the first thing we're drawn to, but then we notice it above, and it just gives us another piece of information about what this film could kind of focus around. And I think that's a really powerful feature, and I definitely will be incorporating a sort of a phrase or a slogan with my film poster, so that it kind of gives the viewer a better understanding about what this film will situate around, and they can then decide if they're interested or not. The white writing at the bottom kind of shows extra information. It's really small, and you can't really read it at all, but I think that this is kind of a reoccurring feature I've noticed. And basically the writing at the bottom just shows kind of production company or who the music is by and things like that. And I just think that it is sensible to kind of have it in a much more smaller writing, because it isn't the main focus of the poster. It's not something that we necessarily need to be drawn to be attracted to the poster. And I think that this is a really good feature, and one that I'll definitely be using in my own poster. The next film poster I've looked at is Submarine. This poster is portrait, and again, it's very subtle but implies a lot. The poster's kind of dominated by the picture again, but not as much as previous posters that I've looked at. It kind of plays again on the title Submarine, the fact that he's kind of submerged, half in kind of a blue colour, which is really striking, and again, it attracts us. Again, this blue is picked up in the title, so we're again looking at the title and the writing above, and we see that it's kind of presented by Ben Stiller, which is a name that a lot of people know and kind of will associate with a good film, and therefore they will be kind of attracted to it, and or not attracted to it, and that kind of again demonstrates a lot, and it's a really key feature to have, I feel, and I definitely will be using it in my own poster. So that's another thing I've picked up on. The writing again is, the extra information at the bottom again is in a kind of white writing, small, and kind of not the main focus of the poster. This poster kind of stands out because it's so subtle that it almost is immediately striking. Its subtlety does enhance its kind of its image and message, and it's a really powerful trailer and intrigues the viewer a lot, I think. And again, I will focus on the fact that subtlety is often better, just because it's a lot more powerful, basically. The next film poster I've looked at is A Room for Romeo Brass. This film poster kind of plays on a really light-hearted, kind of playful image because of the children featured in it, who don't look too they look carefree, they don't look too serious or intensified by the image presented. Again, that's a really appealing kind of image, and it does dominate the poster, but not as much as a lot of the posters I have analysed, and I do feel that subtlety is definitely more powerful than kind of dominating the whole of the poster. The title is again presented really clearly. We can definitely see it, we're definitely attracted to it because of the colours kind of used. The white writing again is very small and it's in white. I definitely feel that I will kind of pick up on the fact that a lot of the writing used is in a white colour, and that definitely enhances it, and it definitely makes it more attractive. The white against the background works very well, and the colours used in a lot of the posters I've analysed, and I do feel that's really prominent and really good feature to use. So there isn't any kind of awards necessarily presented, but there is kind of a review, and it's kind of enhancing what basically the film is about. The kind of slogan is presented underneath the title, which is a really good effect to use. And I just feel that this poster again uses subtlety to its advantage, and again it just presents a really clear message, and we're definitely kind of drawn to it. So the final poster I'll be analysing is for The Social Network, which is a trailer I have previously analysed as well. In my personal opinion, I'm not a big fan of this poster. I don't think that the space has necessarily been used to advantage. It's definitely not very kind of striking, and if I passed it, I don't know if I would necessarily be drawn to it, and even if I did see it, I don't think I would remember it very well. The colours are just kind of bland. They're not very striking. The image used doesn't dominate the poster, which is again a previous point I've made, but the subtlety of it doesn't particularly work because the kind of slogan is dominating the picture, and we kind of have to read that to kind of almost focus on the picture behind it. I definitely think the title needs to be larger. It's kind of situated below the photo, and it's not the first thing that we are drawn to. Even though the colours do make it stand out, it's not necessarily making it very, very rememberable. And I think that that's a key feature. The title must stand out and must be rememberable for the poster to work. Again, the writing below is small and white, and that is a reoccurring feature, and that is one that I will be using. But overall, this poster isn't the most strongest that I've seen, and I don't necessarily feel that I can take a lot away from it when thinking about my own posters.